During Trump's presidency, he did a lot of really bad things that were terrible for the country. And so it's important to ask, were these steel tariffs that Trump imposed really disastrous? And the answer to that question is yes, for three main reasons. Firstly, because it went against the industry that it was supposed to protect. Secondly, because it didn't even go after the right people, right countries. And lastly, because it caused US's main trade partners to actually think about retaliating or going against them. And first, let me start off with my first argument, which is how it didn't even protect the main people it was meant, the main industry that it was meant to protect. The whole point of the whole point of the tariffs was supposed to reduce like the amount of bad practices by foreign competitors. So, but the fact is that that actually went against them. And this is seen in an article written by Foreign Affairs on May 7th that says that stock prices went down 20% for one steel company, and also costed the entire steel industry $3 billion and reduced employment rates. So all of these things show how they actually really cause a lot of harm, and it completely went against the industry that it was meant to protect. Okay, so now moving on to my second point about how it didn't even affect the countries that it was supposed to go after. So the main country that it was supposed to go after was China, because the U.S. wanted to stop all of these unfair tactics that were being that could be brought out. And instead, what they did was they imposed a really wide tariff that went against a lot of other countries, and they did that. That shows how it's completely useless. The tariff was completely useless, and this is seen in an article written by New York Times in 2018, where they show how China was actually not. There were so many other countries that exported more steel than China. So it actually went after those countries way, way more than China. So this tariff didn't even do what it was meant to do. Okay, and now moving on to my final point, which is how these tariffs going after other countries actually caused, actually went and backfired, because now US's major trade partners are thinking about retaliating against them. And this is seen in an article written by Vox in 2018, where they say that due to the U.S. putting taxes on foreign trade, foreign steel and steel imports, this makes business for other countries go down, and this makes them think about retaliating. And many countries, many of the major trade partners for the U.S. are actually thinking about retaliating because of this. And this overall just shows how it reduces the the relationship with other countries, which is very bad for the U.S. Okay, so it actually backfired in that department too. And all of these three reasons combined show how these steel tariffs imposed by Trump were completely disastrous. And let me go over my points again. And this is because of, firstly, because it went against the industry the domestic industry was supposed to protect. Secondly, it went after countries that it wasn't even supposed to go after, and it didn't even do its main job. And lastly, because of the fact that it caused US's major trade partners to think about retaliating, and which resulted in lower relationships with those people. Thank you. With those countries. Thank you.